For my science lesson plan, I decided to focus on a life science standard. I chose to show the life cycle of a frog. The standard is develop models to describe that organisms have unique and diverse life cycles, but all have in common birth, growth, reproduction, and death. My objectives are I can understand the life cycle of frogs, I can create a short project by myself or with a partner showing I understand the life cycle, and I can remember facts from the frog book and other materials we use during class. For the engage part of my lesson, I decided to start with a short book that will show the life cycle of a frog. This will help get students interested in frogs and their life cycle. After we have finished reading the book, I will have an empty poster board that we as a class will come up with questions that we want to explore. When we have finished our class list, the students will go back to their desks and copy at least 3 questions into their science journal. It will look something like this. For the explore part of my lesson, I plan to give students a choice between reading books about frogs or watching a short video. The directions and expectations will be posted on the projector. I have allowed for about 7 minutes for this part as the video is about 5 minutes long. The students that are at the carpet watching the video will stay there when the video is done, and the readers will join them for the explain part of the lesson. The next part of my lesson will be whole group instruction. I will have a poster board up front where we will make a group poster to show the life cycle of a frog. With each part, I will ask the students for facts that they found in either books or the movie. It will look something like this. For my elaborate part, I decided to have each student make their own life cycle poster. When this is completed, it will be glued into their science journal by the questions they will still need to answer. By putting this in their journal, they will be able to look back at it whenever they would like. The directions and materials will be posted on the board, and students will be reminded to visit the front if they have questions and review the one we made together. The final part of my lesson is to evaluate the students. I will start by revisiting our classroom questions and giving students time to answer them in their science journals and ask any other questions they may have. After that, the students will take a short post-assessment so I can see what they have learned and what they could use more help with. When that is completed, there will also be a self-reflection part on the bottom of the post-assessment. I'll ask students to tell me how they feel after learning about the life cycle of frogs. All of the materials that I used and more details can be found in my lesson plan that I have attached to this video. Thank you.